Hey guys, welcome to this week's recap of Survivor Second Chance.
This is episode 12? Because
one
was
of the
last
best
week
seasons
10
ever.
and 11? Yeah, I think this is
so.
a really great season. So, Jeremy and Spencer are working together now.
Yes.
For the moment, anyway.
We'll see. I don't know. They've been working together for a while.
Yeah, but then Spencer was nervous that Jeremy didn't have his back.
But Jeremy is helping Spencer have emotions, so there's a big connection there.
Alright, so they're not the only ones that are working together. Kimmy and Kelly are teaming up against Joe.
Well, Kimmy shows up out of nowhere and it's just like, hey, let's create a girls' alliance.
Oh my god, I'm so tired
Let's
of
work
Kimmy.
together.
All girls. Us
What do you
girls,
think about that?
we gotta stick together.
If this was Big Brother, the alarms would be going off. It would be like, woo, 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 girls' alliance, woo. This show, it has a shot, but we'll see. But Kelly's just like, oh, I like the sounds of that.
Yeah. Alright, so it is reward challenge time. We are 30 days in.
Whoa.
That means there's only 9 days left.
Yes.
So Jeff pulls a little probesty fake out.
He's all like, yeah, season after season, we bring out your loved ones, but this season, we're not changing anything.
So it's loved ones day.
Oh, I love when they run out one at a time and they're like, ah!
I love the love.
It's great. I always get emotional.
So Jeremy gets to see his wife first.
Oh, and she was on the show, Val. She was like the first one out. But she was on the show.
And she's having a baby boy. Oh my god.
I got
knew it.
especially emotional for their reunion.
I got emotional for
very
everybody.
touching.
I'm glad you didn't see me when I watched it the first time. I was a wreck. All right.
We don't always watch it twice. It was a weird thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so
Tasha's cousin comes out, and they are more like sisters than cousins.
yeah,
they're really close.
That was cool. Spencer got a visit from his girlfriend.
Holy cow, she looks like she is about 12 years old.
Well, so does Spencer.
I love you.
Again.
I love you.
Again.
I love you.
Nathan, for you, anybody?
They couldn't stop saying it.
Well, the poor girl, he hasn't really said it yet, and all of a sudden he's like, I love you, and she's like, yeah, say it again. You what?
Yeah. And Abby's mom, ooh, she was a taskmaster.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Girl.
We'll get there.
All right, and then Keith's wife.
How great was that?
Hey, everybody, it's my wife, Miss D.
We got that, Keith. Thank you. I was waiting for Wes to show up, but
I know.
It was nice that he got to see his
I was
wife.
hoping that Mama was going to show up. All right, so Wentworth's dad
Also was on the show.
He was on the show for like 5 minutes.
He was on for a little bit. Yeah, he was wearing that same shirt.
That's sad. All right, Joe's dad.
He's making dreams come true.
Joe
and his dad.
Yeah, with a ponytail.
I mean, yeah.
And I was a little bit shocked that they're the Vogelcheck.
Oh my god! Whoa! There was a lot of love there.
There was a lot of kissing going on.
Is he related to Cody from Big Brother 16?
He might be. He might be. All right, and Kimmy's dad. Daddy.
She's very happy to see her dad.
If I was on the show and my dad showed up, I would not be like, Daddy.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't be like, Daddy.
You would.
I'd be like, hey, Pops, what's up?
You are so full of crap. All right. It's time for the challenge.
All right, so they have to dig up a rope that has a couple puzzle bags tied to it, and then they have to unscrew this thing to get another puzzle bag.
It's like a wine opener thing.
Yeah, it kind of was. Then they had to go across a balance beam when they were all dizzy.
Yeah, oh my god, and of course
untie another bag.
The music for this was perfect because they're like, whoa.
Then they have to dump out all the puzzle bags and solve a word puzzle.
Yeah.
One big mother effing word.
It was nourishment.
All right, so the prize is a barbecue
with your loved
one.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's special.
So it was pretty funny. The balance beam, all drunky, and
yeah. Let's just cut to the chase.
What wasn't funny was that Wentworth won.
I liked her in the
She
beginning.
came from behind, basically.
But she's really, like, rubbing me the wrong way lately.
Yeah. I don't like when people are cocky. And I'm getting a cocky vibe off of her. So, I was really surprised by her picks.
Yeah, okay, so she got to pick 4 people to join her at the barbecue, and
With
their
their
loved
loved
ones
ones.
would be coming also. So it's kind of a big deal.
So, not surprisingly, she picked Abby.
Okay, saw that coming.
I'm slightly surprised that she picked Keith. But maybe not so much. And Kimmy. That's okay.
Alright, so there's 1 spot left. There are 4 people left to choose from.
Right.
So I was like...
Tasha, Spencer, Joe, and Jeremy.
Yeah, so I was like, oh,
Who would you pick?
I would pick Jeremy. I would have picked Jeremy first. His wife is pregnant. She's pregnant.
And who does she pick? She picks Joe.
What? I mean,
I'm
I love
shocked.
Joe. I love Joe, but I'm really, really surprised.
shocked.
Especially with all the crap she talks about Joe. I guess she wanted to see that makeout.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so there's a little barbecue at camp, and it was a really touching moment between Joe and his dad. I loved it.
It was so Michael Keaton and his son.
I know.
This is
Joe's
my
dad
best
was
friend.
like, I was kind of a loner, and, you're a really good friend to me, and you're my best friend. I never had anybody like you. And Joe's like, really, Dad?
Really, Daddy?
You were so distant the whole time I was growing up.
I can't believe that with the way that they were like kissing
I
on the mouth.
He's his hero. Joe is his dad's hero.
Vocal checks.
That's pretty
okay.
cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
All right, well, back at camp, the 3 bumps on a log, Spencer, Tasha, and Jeremy, are a little bit
I
disgruntled.
mean, that really sucks because more people got to enjoy the reward than
That
didn't.
didn't.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it's a final 3 deal between the 3 of them. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of finding that hard to believe, but
It's an interesting group. Interesting group.
they're going to unite and get rid of Joe.
No.
All right, so
Okay.
it's time for the immunity challenge.
All right, it's another endurance.
You got to balance a statue on an ever-growing pole. Every 5 minutes, add a segment.
Oh no.
Hope you make the transfer.
This was really scary.
It was, because it seems
It's like a
very
wooden
dangerous.
statue. They're holding it over their heads. What if it falls on their head?
I know.
That's crazy.
I would be very leery of the whole
You
situation.
gotta really watch what you're doing and pay attention. So for this challenge, they're gonna have 1 male winner and 1 female winner.
This is really skewed for a man to win, because
It's heavy.
it is. So Kimmy was out first. Not ridiculously, it was respectable. It wasn't like, oh, I have my pole up, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, Fishbach isn't here anymore.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so then Abby was out. And then a little while later, Tasha was out. So Kelly won for the girls.
Okay, and then things started happening really quickly.
As
There was
soon
another
as Kelly
transition.
won, I don't know whether they were like trying to pay attention to Jeff talking to Kelly or what, but Spencer and Jeremy were
They were
out.
both out.
Yeah, like right away.
Yeah.
So it comes down to Keith versus Joe, as it usually does.
We've seen this happen a few times
Yeah.
now.
So they went from 30 minutes, just the 2 of them, to an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, so
at like the maximum
It was
height.
the maximum length of the
Yeah.
pole. Yeah.
So it's looking like,
Could go either way. They both
Yeah.
had some crazy leans. They both saved it.
and Joe passed out.
Oh my god.
I couldn't believe it. My mouth hit the floor.
I knew there had to be something wrong because
Yeah.
you see Joe like start to lean forward a lot and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like this is Joe.
His body just gave out. So Jeff calls the medic. They kind of revived Joe.
They kind of did.
I mean, they give him some shade and some water and, straighten him out and everything. And, well, Keith won immunity,
It was
obviously.
really scary.
It was really scary, and the survivors were really scared as well.
Well, it was really effed up
emotional.
too because Joe loses and everyone's like, "Bleh!" And then he passed out, but they didn't realize that at first,
Yeah.
of course. But it was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it sucks that he lost that way, too.
Yeah.
Because his body gave out, not
That
his
really does
determination. All right, so they're back at camp, and the All-Girl Alliance is in full swing.
They're talking about it. I don't know.
Wake up, men. You are going to die. You
I don't know about
are.
that.
They're going to get picked off one by one because the girls,
It could happen.
That's the only way that they can guarantee themselves into the end.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll get dragged along because the guys think that they can beat them. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces here.
Joe tries to convince Jeremy, we need to vote out Abby.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get eaten alive.
Well, he was just saying, like, people are going to want to bring Abby to the end because she's going to be easy to beat. She's going to be taking up somebody else's spot. Like, we need to get rid of her.
She's also an ass in the seat of the Girls Alliance.
True.
All right, so Tasha tells Spencer and Jeremy about the all-girl alliance, as if they didn't know already.
I was a little bit surprised that she did this. I understand that she wanted to tell them because they're bound to find out, and she wanted to be the one to tell them. But at the same time, like, whoa.
That's a big risk.
That is a big risk, because now there's going to be, like, crazy paranoia.
Yeah, well, she is the swing vote, really, between the two sides, so it's tribal time, and Joe has been crying all day.
Oh my God.
His eyes were so red. He's okay, though, after his little medical situation. And Kelly's all like, yeah, it's back to the game. Let's get rid of Joe.
Really, Kelly? Stop. All right, so then they're talking again about a common theme this season, voting blocks versus alliances. When is the shift going to happen here?
Well, I think it's now. Now's the time to get aligned.
You got to have some solid allies here.
Right. Because you don't want to be at the bottom of a voting block.
Well, I mean, they're running out of votes. Like, there's only going to be a few votes.
Too. Yeah. All right, so Joe knows he's in trouble. He raised his hand. He knows. And Abby knows she's in trouble.
Anytime he doesn't win immunity, he's in trouble.
But Abby thought she was in trouble because of her alliance. Joe tells Abby the real truth. He drops a truth bomb on her. You're in trouble because, I mean, yeah. You'll only go to the end because you suck. And people will beat you in the end.
Yeah.
So Joe says, keep me, gentlemen, or the ladies are gonna get rid of you.
I mean,
7, 8,
he's
9.
got a point there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough for them either way because Joe is such a huge threat. But if they get rid of it, you know,
you're screwed if you do, and you're screwed if you don't.
Yeah.
So Joe, unfortunately, is voted out.
No.
What the hell was going on with old-timey fireman Keith? Why did he vote for Tasha?
I don't know. Was it just because he didn't want to vote for Joe?
I don't know.
But he didn't want to, like, vote for Abby either? What was that?
It's weird.
Keith, what are you doing?
I don't know. But next time, Spencer and Jeremy are worried.
Did they make a mistake?
Yeah.
I don't know. But Joe does not need to get a haircut. He does not look like a clown. He looks amazing.
He looks like Jesus.
To say that.
I love that. So there's some terrible falls next week. And I think Tasha calls out for help during one of the challenges.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know what you guys thought in the comments. Joe. And until next time, much love.
Edit.